Okay, you guys, so we are back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about the hypocrisy, like how hypocritical the industry is in general when it comes to Barnaby versus other celebrities. Do you know how Barnaby came out yesterday and she was like, she she understands Britney Spears and she feels like the Britney Spears of hip hop because people are just coming out picking on her. She can't do nothing. She can't even pee in a cup without people talking about it. Sorry. Yes, that's hypocrisy and that's her playing mind game because the truth of the matter is every celebrity is talked about. But what many celebrity has learned is that when they don't give it their energy, it goes away. When they don't react to it, file lawsuit, it goes away. Barnaby knows when she reacts, it's not going anywhere. So even when she came out saying that she was the Britney Spears of the industry, it's not true because here what? We saw I spoke about this in another video, but I want to just put it out in one video by itself because I want people to understand that when I do these videos, I'm not intentionally hating on this woman. I am showing you or telling you things as I've observed them to be. And I'm giving you instances and examples to back up a lot of what I'm saying. Now, take for example, Kylie moved on from Travis Scott to Timothy Chalamet. Around the same time, there was some, Kylie was trending for saying she has never gotten plastic surgery on her face. And we all dragged Kylie because we said, girl, we're seeing a different face. That can't just be fillers. It has to be more than fillers. But when it was reported that Kylie moved on from Timothy Chalamet, did we saw Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked putting up a post about Kylie's I think it was dating status, if not, the plastic surgery discussion, right? I'm going to see if I can find the post and include it as proof to what I'm saying. The post was made on Hollywood Unlocked. Jason Lee in the comment section commented saying, why can't it was either Kylie or the Kylie Jenners rest their kitty cat, And we all laughed because it was very funny. And we know that the Kylie Jenners are always in and out of relationship, right? So to the internet at the time, Jason Lee never lied. Jason Lee did not tell a lie. And Jason Lee was happy to point out that a woman who is not married to anyone, a young woman from a tight-knit family, and we have seen it. We have seen that Kylie is from a tight-knit family. Jason Lee was able to, put that woman on blast for moving on. And it was okay for him to put Kylie on blast, and he was seen as being truthful, and he was seen as being honest. Kylie's not married, still not fighting any divorce battle or anything like that. Not jumping from having a baby for her husband, then having a baby for her boyfriend, then moving on to with Kylie, it wasn't even like that, right? No, we have Barnaby, right? Barnaby was married to Offset. She said that Offset was cheating and he's a low-down dirty dog, right? And she's gonna leave him. We observed Barney leaving Offset for stefondiggs. And when she was with stefondiggs, there were so many allegations against stefondiggs being with men and women. Stefondiggs had paternity lawsuits, and the list goes on. He had paternity lawsuits and other assault cases, right? We saw Barney having baby Blossom. And then it was like a year or so after she had baby touchdown for the boyfriend. So she had baby Blossom with her husband. Then she had baby touchdown with her boyfriend. Baby touchdown is not one as yet. Baby touchdown is not 1 year old as yet. But Cardi B now has a new man. Is Jason Lee telling Cardi to rest her kitty cat? No. As a matter of fact, Jason Lee is over there in Maduka Okoye's comment section showing him love and support, right? And this is what I'm talking about. Whenever anything happens in pop culture, we will drag a white woman up and down the streets. We'll drag a white woman up and down the streets. But when people like Cardi B does it, it is okay for Cardi to do it. It's not okay for Kylie, a younger girl who is not married, who didn't have a baby, then for the husband, then had a boyfriend, then had a baby for the boyfriend. No. It was so close to the point where Offset has been granted a paternity for baby Blossom. That's how close, they were. Kylie B was doing Offset, then she was doing Diggs. So the court realized that it is possible for the baby to be for either party. Let's give Offset the paternity for baby Blossom. Is Jason Lee out here telling Cardi B to rest her front? No. And he's not going to do it because Cardi B is his friend. And he's not even going to tell her that, not even behind the scenes. He's going to hype her up. Oh, girl. Ooh, he looks good. Girl, you can find these men, and many of these bitches out here, they can't find a man. They can't keep a man. That's why they're going to hate you, and they're going to pour into her negatively. You do know that Cardi B's behavior is not just her doing. It's the people who are whispering in her ear. Right? But I'm just saying, if you look at it for what it is, the hypocrisy has enabled Cardi B to do a lot of things and get away with it while she out here playing victim and acting as though she's getting treated differently. She is getting treated differently. She's getting the protection of the Black community while acting like a white woman and then speaking like she supports Black people and the Black community, and she gets away with it. And you guys don't realize that's a shit that's going on, because Cardi B gets the protection of the Black community while living like a white woman and getting all the perks of being a white woman, because Sexy Red could never do the shit and get away with it. Young Miami could never do the shit and get away with it. Kelly Rowland could never and get away with it. You would hear that they are whores, they're sluts, they're cheap, and they're trifling, and they're ghetto. The first thing they would be called is ghetto. So, I just want to show you guys how hypocritical people of the industry are when it comes to people like Barney versus other people. They will tell you, honey, that something is bad with Chloe. Chloe is a fool for being a footstool for Tristan. Chloe is a doormat. And we all went in on Chloe. And we all went in on Chloe for so long. And Chloe never came on the internet and crashed out on us, called us any names. Chloe never came on the internet and called us any names. Kylie never came on the internet and called us any names. But we've been so hard on some white folks, unwarrantedly hard on some white folks. And it is something that once you start seeing it, you can't unsee it. But people like Barney, who is black when it's appropriate for her to do so, and who is white when it's appropriate for her to do so, we're not that hard on people like Barney because she's out here being a sister wife, an estranged wife, and now she's in toxic relationship number 3, talking about, she admits that she loves these men that are toxic. And then when she was on Spaces Live, she said something along the lines of, if a baby mama, that's a baby mama. And she's a baby mama too. So I'm just saying, people like Jason Lee, they're hypocrites. Don't think that, and I know people are going to say, but you don't know if he's saying it to her face. No, he's not. And he's not going to. He doesn't want to ruin the friendship because he craves these friendship. He craves these connection. You and I will tell our friends that, but Jason Lee's not going to tell his friend Barney B that. But Jason Lee will pick on Kylie, and he will call Kylie names. He'll pick on a young Miami and call young Miami names. He'll pick on a Kelly Rowland and call Kelly Rowland names. He'll pick on a you and I, pick on a Nikki, but he's not going to do it to Cardi. But he needs to tell his friend what he told Kylie. Jason Lee needs to tell his friend what he told Kylie a couple years ago. And Kylie is still a young girl, still learning, and Kylie just left her baby daddy, not her husband, her baby daddy. And she paced herself nicely. And she hasn't had a baby for Timothée Chalamet. But her friend, who has 2 baby daddies under 2 years, is he going to say that to his friend? Absolutely not. But he'll definitely come for Kylie. And that's the level of hypocrisy that I'm talking about. And we need to cut out this shit. Because just as though we dragged Kylie and wanted to hold Kylie accountable for living her life and making her personal choice, why shouldn't that apply to Barney? Like, why is there an exception for someone that's way messier, way more toxic? Why? It's hypocrisy. But let me know what you guys think, and we're gonna talk some more. Peace.